Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening sky. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Hello, everybody. Hi. It is day one of nationally recognized celebration of Black History Month. I say Black history every day, honey, 365. But because it's naturally recognized and there's more people that are in tune in this month, today is February 1st, and we're going to kick off. We're going to kick off with some facts about people that we do not know. Well, I'll say that I did not know of. And so my goal is to bring some things to you guys for about 15 minutes this month, every day that I can. And I want to make sure that you know that about people that you may not have known about, or a little more about someone that you did know about. And specifically, I'm going to hone in on educators, because we are in a time where COVID, a pandemic, all these things, there have been teacher shortages, people sick, people quitting and wanting to give up and leave. And this is the best time, I feel, to help give some not only inspiration, but some strategy, some tips, and bring forth to you guys some people who overcame many challenges in their day and have lived to tell this, like have lived long, or their legacy lives long, to help tell the story and to encourage and to support us in moving forward in our journey. I am Queen Educator. I am the CEO and the lead consultant for educational consulting business called Everybody Educate. And I try to make sure that I'm helping you all learn how to educate. And it continues to go from cycle to cycle to cycle, with equitable practices, authentic, creative, and culturally relevant teaching. We're teaching our children. We're teaching people by anything that we're doing. If you are leading, you are teaching. If somebody's watching underneath you, you are teaching them. You have a responsibility to teach them well, and you have a responsibility to be well. And so Everybody Educate really helps us to be ready and well, so that we can teach well and well equipped. We need to be well equipped. And so, who was someone that I feel is was well and well equipped, and even through challenges worked to be well and get better at her craft? That is Dorthy Ella Inghram. And Dorthy Ella Inghram lived nearly all of her 106 years in where am I? I'm sorry, I lost my place over here. She lived in San Bernardino, and she also attended Mount Vernon Elementary. And there's something special about this woman, right? I wanted to share her because, like, you can go on Google and you can read up on her. So I'm not going to read her every word, but I want you all to know that she was a determined individual. She was a determined educator in her time. Now, let me tell you this. In 1929, right? She attended. So I'm talking way back when we had lots and lots of slavery, segregation, things like that. There were so many things happening for a Black woman to persevere through a time like this as an educator. Just blew my mind. And help me to deeply get myself together whenever I think about what we're going through, and say, whoa, think about the time in which she lived. And she did all sorts of things. And she did not stop from and stay in a space Let me just say, she didn't stay in a space because somebody boxed her in. She didn't stay in a space because there were challenges happening and there were people looking at her crazy, like, who do you think you are? She did not. She just kept growing and learning and getting ready to go to the next level and to the next level and to the next level. And she went on with her studies. She attended these elementary and junior high schools and things at a time when Black people were not getting the education that they should have gotten, but she was determined to get it. And so I'm asking you today, can you pull from this woman here who lived to be almost 106? 106? And throughout her life, she was determined to be ready for whatever came her way and to grow and to help others be ready. Other students be ready, other educators be ready, her peers be ready. And I want you all to know that this woman is an unsung hero in my book. I just learned about her this week. And I said, I have to get on live. I have to share with the people this amazing Black, beautiful woman, this Black educator who was not going to give in or going to give up or fall to the mindsets of those who thought she shouldn't be where she should be. She continued to roll in her greatness and hone her craft. Guess what, guys? That is what Everybody Educate is about. It is about making sure that we are educating to the best of our ability, but we support new educators, people who want to be in new parts of education, new to a certain craft. And I want you to know she had some help along the way. She had some coaching along the way. And honestly, I every single day am learning. I'm a learner. I live to learn more and more. And I believe that's the same thing that Dorothy did, because she kept growing as she learned. She didn't stop at one place. She just kept going to the point where she lived to be 106 years old and was still well, here it says on her 90th birthday, she was designated Dorothy Inghram. She had a Dorothy Inghram Day in San Bernardino. When on her 90th birthday, she was making impact. And, you know, sometimes we talk about some of these amazing influential leaders in Black history. And I love it. And I do it all the time. And I love to talk about them. But we forget that there are so many more people making history, and that we are also even making history today. Every generation is making history. And there are some jewels that are really persevering, that are really sacrificing, not fitting in to be like with the crowd, or to succumb to a certain way of being, but they are creating their own way. Come on, is that you? What creativity do you have? What practice do you need to hone in on? Dorothy, who is right here behind me, she's leading. She was a teacher. She was a principal. She just has done so much, and I want you all to look her up. I want you to think about what impact she might have on you if you are an educator. And I want you to think about where you are right now, in the middle of your struggles, in the middle of the struggle with pandemic, in the middle of the struggle with, unruly children in the classroom, right? There are things that we can do to create a new way that helps to support our children, that helps to support our teachers, that helps to shift the education system. We are change agents when we decide to be that. So I'll give you a little bit more about her, because she definitely was a change agent. And her legacy still lives on in the space right where she is. You don't even have to have, to be known by everybody in the world to make a difference or to make an impact. There are a group of people assigned to you, and there's an influence for you. And so this is for my educators out there who are wanting to be ready to move forward, right? All right, here we go. So I'm going to tell you this right here. It says that, so she went, I told you she was in Santa Barbara, right? She lived nearly all her life. She was in San Bernardino. And she had, so when she went to school for her studies and things like that, right, to college, she ended up returning back to San Bernardino. and becoming the first, and I want to make sure I get this right, because like I said, I just learned about her and I had to share. She ended up becoming the first African-American teacher, principal, and district superintendent. She is my shero, my shero. Come on, somebody. Listen to this. This is like so it says, in 1941, she was hired by the Mill School District, a small county district on the edge of San Bernardino. There she taught, served as a principal, and eventually became district superintendent. 1941. 1941, you guys. Come on. This is my shero right here. She left the Mill School District in 1963, and in 1971 conducted a distinguished career. Listen to this. Wait, I'm sorry, I said conducted. She concluded a distinguished career in education as a liaison principal for intergroup relations in the San Bernardino City Unified School District. And definitely just was the first Black African-American teacher, principal, and district superintendent there. Can you believe this? So it reminds me of not staying where you are and not getting stuck in where you are and not going with the status quo. But I'm sure she was inspired along the way. I'm sure through her studies and her love and knowledge for learning and wanting to grow, she was able to get herself to a space where she was ready, right? And so ready to make up her mind, right? She may not have known everything, and she just might have went for it and said, listen, I know what kind of time I'm living in. 1940s. What was happening in 1940s? I want you guys to think about that. 1940s, 1960s, 1970s. She's going through all these eras. And then it says here, it says beyond all this, so it says Inghram was also an accomplished pianist and church organist. So she was utilizing all of her gifts, and she was creatively, I'm sure she was creatively using them if she became the not only the teacher, the principal, the district superintendent, she's creatively utilizing all her gifts. And then she's a pianist and a church organist. Then she also, come on, y'all, she didn't stop there. This is my shero. My book is coming out this year, and I've been like trying to hold back on it. I actually have a few more books that are flowing right underneath that. She authored 4 books. 4 books. So she did all of this. So anytime I think it's too hard and I want to complain and people don't see my value or this and the other, later for all of that, it's not all about that. You have impacts to make. You have impacts to make. And this woman right here, Dorthy Ella Inghram, she did not stop at one thing and just say, well, you know what, I'm just going to accept what it is, and it is what it is. It doesn't have to be what it is. You can make it something else. You can make it better. You can make it different. And she authored those 4 books, and she was a liaison to principals for intergroup. Come on, like she was a leader amongst her leaders, and she didn't apologize for going to the next level and going to the next level. Stop making people make you feel like they own you and you need to just stay right where you are, and that you are never going to be any good and the kids are just always going to be like this. It's not true. It's what you do. It's how you get the support and the coaching to go to the next level and the growth. I get support. I have coaches. I have a council of coaches that I pay, that I support, that they support me so that I can continuously get better at my craft. What are you doing to get better at your craft? I know you have that dream. I know you have that dream to be ready to do the things that you see the world, like you're like, if we can just, and if the world would just, I know you have it. Come on, connect with Everybody Educate, because we are right there with you to support you, to coach you. We have coaches that are just on point, honey, with the same mindset that Dorthy Ella Inghram had. Okay. And so I need you to know that. And then I want you to also know that she has received many awards. Many awards. Now, I may not have heard of her, but the people she has impacted have heard of her and have thrived and have carried on her legacy. This is beautiful to me. This is beautiful to me that she even has a Dorthy Inghram Day in San Bernardino. And I love that. I think it's beautiful. And I just pay homage to her. And I now have a new person that is on my list to look up. Who are you connecting with and looking up to and moving and driving? Because as long as you have breath in your body, as long as God has given you a vision and you have breath in your body and you can move to the next level, you can do all those things that he is downloading into you. Come on. You do not have to give up hope. You do not have to feel like what's the point in life? Because you can make it happen. You can make it happen. You can make what you need to make happen with the right support, the right network, the right coaching. You do need strategy. I'm not here just to motivate you. I'm letting you know there are strategic moves that this beautiful woman, this beautiful Black queen has taken to get through all of those things. There's strategic moves. There's certain people she just had to not be around that might have slowed her down. And maybe some people that she had to help to see a brighter way and that you can keep moving. And I talked to you last time about ending with to begin again. What might you have to end so that you actually can work towards completing your goals, your dreams, your gifts, and get in a focused place? What might have to end? What mindsets might have to end for you? What relationships and friendships might have to end for you? What stinking thinking might have to end for you? And guess what? It's not easy. It's not easy, but you definitely have resources through Everybody Educate Me, Queen Educator. So I will drop in the link my free ready lead magnet for you guys. I call it my lead magnet to lead you right to greatness, to where you need to be. And you can also one-on-one coaching link. I will drop that in here too. And it's also on the ready pamphlet that you can take a look at. But it's time, guys. It's February 1st. I told you we're not playing out here. We're not playing out here. Let us go and be great and do the things that we need to do so that we can leave the legacies for the next generation so that they can do better and better and better, right? And better and better each generation. Happy Black History Month, day one. And I hope and I pray that you are inspired by the many African-American leaders, African leaders, and movements and groups and origins that have really brought this movement to life. And just so much. There's so much I want to tell you guys, so much I can't even get it out. So join with me every day to get a little tidbit. Today I wanted to do a kickoff, but tomorrow it's going to be a little bit like a little video I want to show you. And go ahead and research Dorthy and be inspired by her, especially if you're an educator. And you will know that she has lived her life poured out. So she died March 12, 2012 at the age of 106, and she poured out everything she had. So live a life that is pouring out daily and growing and leaving legacy so that you, when you do go, you have planted all these amazing seeds of greatness for life and living well and together. All right. Bye, guys. I'm still on here. Hold on. Hold on. I'll say bye, guys, again.